When we understand and utilize our innate inner resources, we can have a fuller and more expressive life. Hello, my name is Katha Kissman. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist affiliated with Restorative Health Center for Integrative Medicine in Washington, D.C. I'd like to introduce you to the powerful tool called hypnosis. Hypnosis is a natural yet altered state of mind. Some call it a trance state. While in trance, your conscious mind remains engaged but is quieted while your subconscious mind is accessed. In this level of awareness, we speak directly to the subconscious mind in an intentional way to reprogram negative thoughts and beliefs and to program new and positive ones. Contrary to some common myths, one is never unconscious during hypnosis. And hypnosis is not a truth serum, nor is it brainwashing. Hypnotists cannot make you do something, and you cannot get stuck at hypnosis, nor do you go to sleep. Rather, hypnosis is safe and effective. The hypnotic trance is a deeply relaxed state of focused concentration at the subconscious level. Most individuals report feeling deeply relaxed while focusing their attention within. Everyone has the potential to be brought into a trance state by a hypnotist. Everyone also has the potential to utilize self-hypnosis. But regardless of the method of going into the trance state, the benefits of hypnosis are well documented. So let's talk about the benefits. Throughout our lives, especially when we are young, we form beliefs or stories or opinions about the people, situations, or events that we experience. This is called perception. Sometimes our perceptions, the conclusions or explanations that we form, are incorrect or flawed. These aren't really right or wrong. Rather, they were the best beliefs we could assign at the time of the experience in order to make sense of something or to best serve us emotionally. This then becomes our programming, despite the fact that from an adult perspective, we now know better or we understand things differently. And as these flawed programs enter the subconscious, they are stored there and they become layered like an onion every time we have a similar feeling event happen to us. These layers get locked in and are very difficult to change, at least at the conscious level. Sometimes willpower is simply not enough to create the change. Change comes from belief, from powerful desire. Our beliefs or perceptions drive our patterns of behavior. This is why habits and behaviors sometimes get embedded and seem to have such a strong hold on us, no matter what we do. And sometimes we are just not aware of our subconscious programming. Here are a couple of examples of potential subconscious programming. Imagine a little girl of about 3 skipping down the sidewalk when suddenly she falls. There is a nanosecond before she has a response. She's doing a lightning-fast body scan to see if she feels any physical pain. But more importantly, she has a heightened awareness of the adults, i.e. the authority figures who are around her. If the adult says, "Oh dear, you fell down. Let's see, you just have a little scrape. We'll clean it up and we'll bandage it and you'll be all better," the child might assign one story to the event of falling down. If, however, the adult screams, "Oh my God, have you broken a bone? Are you bleeding? We need to take you to the hospital," the child might assign a completely different story to the event of falling down. I witnessed another potential programming event on a flight from Chicago to Washington, D.C. Sitting next to me in the window seat was a young mother, and her daughter of about 3 was in the middle seat. It was clear that this was a very caring, calm, and loving mother, and the little girl was simply delightful. As we began to taxi down the runway, the mother began talking to the little girl. "We're getting ready to go now. The airplane is going up in the air, and then we'll be home and we'll see Daddy. Here we go." And with that, the little girl reached over and took her mother's hand, and then reached over and took my hand. So I joined in the patter as we started down the runway, building up speed and sound, and eventually lifting off. And as soon as we did, the little girl started to cry, obviously frightened by the takeoff. The mother reached over with her other hand and said, it's okay, you're going to be fine. Here are some gummy bears. Eat a gummy bear, you'll feel better." Now, this little girl may or may not have assigned a story about this, But what she might have assigned is a belief that if she eats something, she will feel better. A programming seed that could result in a pattern of emotional eating throughout her life, particularly if subsequent events build more layers to that onion. Hypnosis is a way to tap into your personal power. You can change bad habits, unleash creative potential, explore hidden abilities, and overcome obstacles. By changing the quality of our subconscious programming, that is, changing the way we think, we are able to open ourselves to a happier and more joyful quality of life. The process is simple. We quiet the conscious thinking mind and intentionally speak to the subconscious mind. There are two methods to working with the subconscious mind. One is regression, which allows us to explore early memories and bring them up to the conscious mind. Once there, we review them from the vantage point of the adult perspective and reframe them as may be needed. The other method is autosuggestion or positive programming, the programming of positive suggestions designed to create different thought patterns and behavioral impulses about a particular self-belief. And because the subconscious mind does not analyze, criticize, or judge, and because it cannot distinguish between fact or fiction, we can tell it something, and the subconscious will accept it as fact. So if one wished to change a pattern of nail biting, for example, a positive suggestion might be, "My fingernails are strong, healthy, and attractive." This positive suggestion will spur different behaviors in order to make this statement so. Everyone has the ability to do self-hypnosis. However, working with a trained hypnotist may be more appropriate to start with or when dealing with certain issues. It is critical that you feel comfortable with the hypnotist. Good rapport is the most important aspect of the hypnotist-client relationship. As a certified clinical hypnotherapist trained by the Hypnotherapy Academy of America, I see clients at my office, and I also conduct telephone sessions. Our first step would be a confidential, no-obligation conversation. Together, we can determine how hypnosis can positively change your life. Remember, this is the truth about you. You came into this life as a perfect being, physically perfect, mentally perfect, emotionally perfect. You control your body's experience. You control your thoughts and feelings. You are worthy of happiness and well-being at all times. Please let me know how I may be of help to you.